Hello and welcome to another video. So today I'm going to talk about this documentary that I tried to watch yesterday, but I think I got about 10 minutes into it. It was so disturbing that those images will never leave my head. And I do not like that. I stopped watching horror movies because they were just getting to the point where it was like the horror was so horrifying that it would just sear into my brain and just flash these fucking horrible pictures in my head, and I'm just over that. I used to love horror movies, but they just got too real, I think, or whatever, too gruesome. But so anyway, this documentary, and you can look it up, it's DW Documentaries, and it's a German news agency that does them. And I've watched tons of these over the years. They do really good job reporting. So this one was on modern slavery, and it's hard to even talk about it. It's so fucking disturbing. And so it was like a 45 or 50 minute thing, and I literally only made it like 8 or 12 minutes into this thing. What got me was, there's like a woman with her lips cut off and maybe something else, and she's holding on to some guy with his arm cut off, his hand or whatever. But then they go in and they interview this kid, and he's fucking telling the story how they cut off his ears, then they cut off his nose, then they cut off his lips, then they started cutting off his fingers. They didn't just cut off his hands, they cut off his hands one finger at a time, and then they cut off his fucking hands. As he's begging him to leave him with one hand, no, sorry, we can't. What the fuck? This is happening in the world today, okay? Real evil shit. And, it's this Kony guy, right? Kony 2012, remember that? The guy that made the video and then lost his fucking head and ran around naked on the street. Kind of fucked up the whole Kony 2012. His motivation was trying to take down this evil motherfucking dude in Africa that's, I think they quoted something like I don't know if it was all just to this one dude, but like 100, it might have been. It's so disturbing, that one fucking part. I can't even remember any facts out of it. Fuck, and I'm a fact remembering machine. And that shit just, I've been fucked up ever since I turned that shit off, and I was like, ah! And it just won't get out of my fucking head, man. This is fucked shit. Beyond. I can't even. So, we need to, as a world, we need to stop this shit. And I can't even believe I need to say that as just some nobody person. But other people have said it before me. It's not like something new. I mean, that guy tried to do this whole huge Kony 2012 thing, right? That was 7 years ago. And this fool is cutting off people's everything. Kids. Leaving them fucked for life, man. And it's not just one. It's like I didn't stay around long enough to find out the whole story. I'm guessing that kid was like an example to the other kids. Like, if you don't join, because there was like 100,000 kids abducted into his armies. Like, whole villages just wiped out. Every single fucking kid taken into his military. And I think they just pick a fucking kid at random and fucking cut all his shit off in front of all the other kids, and they're like, okay, you don't want to be with this, then that's what's going to happen to you, right? I don't know how the fuck people live through that. I'm so disturbed in my head by this shit. How do people just live with that? Kids, right? And I was a witness to some seriously fucked up shit as a kid, right? So I got to go through all the whole entire psychology and all that shit to try to, like, fix whatever breaks when you see shit like that when you're a kid, I guess, or whatever, right? And I guess when you fucking see like that shit, you can turn into a sociopath, or you like Dexter, like Dexter. Apparently, the story of Dexter is like his parents were killed and he was a baby playing in the blood and shit, and so he just turned into a sociopath or whatever with compassion. I don't know. Anyway, so I think they get you into psychology like I had. That's how I had IQ tests and all this shit. And I was in and out of psychologists, all fucking from the time I was 8 until 16. So for 8 years, right? So by 16 was when my mom and little brother moved to Spain. And then I was on my own at that point. So, and I was fixed by then. No, I don't think you ever get fixed. I think what it did to me is it makes me like a kid. So I'm still like a kid, basically. Like, I like to play and have fun and do cool stuff. I mean, I'm not like a kid in like my intelligence level or anything. I don't even fully understand it. I feel fine. I feel like a completely functional adult. But that trauma when you're a kid is a lifelong fucking thing. Trauma at any point in your life is a lifelong fucking thing. But when you're a kid, it can do things to you that it can't do as a fully formed adult. Okay. So I look at these fucking video for all 8 or 10 or whatever minutes of it that I watched it, got so disturbed that I'm, I kind of right now feel a little nauseous. I almost fucking I almost feel like crying. I mean, no one in the fucking world, not even fucking Nazis, right? Not even child molesters, right? Like, deserve to go through that kind of fucking shit, man. I mean, that is just unthinkable fucking brutality. Unthinkable fucking, like, that, and ISIS was doing that shit. I remember hearing videos about ISIS getting kids, and if the kids didn't join them, they'd cut off like their left and leg and right arm so they couldn't fucking move and shit. Like, kids, you fucking sick fucks. So this is unacceptable in the world. Unacceptable, right? We need to create a world where that shit does not happen ever to anyone at all. And we can. It's called a resource-based economy, right? And instead of using our militaries to battle one another and to fucking destroy whole countries and all that, how about we get together with Russia, China, and all the fucking, and we stop people from cutting people's fucking body parts off. Who can't agree on that? I mean, I don't know what the fuck the Chinese are doing to the Uyghurs. You know, I mean, they're torturing them, I'm sure, whether they're cutting their fucking lips off and shit like that. So I don't know how good China will be. And then Russia, you know, they're just killing their opponents, the political opponents, and imprisoning them. So it's too bad Russia and China can't be more, like us, because we do fucked up shit too. The United States, mainly driven by the CIA's action and the CIA's doctrine to protect capitalism at all costs. Because that's where the really fucked up shit comes from the United States, is from the CIA's mission to fucking make the world a capitalist fucking 100%, you know, which is basically fascism, okay? To where the capitalism just is the fucking most important thing in the whole world. That's fascism. And that's pretty much what the whole world is. I mean, where all the countries and companies are tied together and doing this and that. And that part, like we see with Norway, isn't necessarily all evil and bad. It's just when you've got this mass oppression of people, right? So this is on a world and on a country level, right? Country level. These problems in Africa, there is whole countries that are problematic in Africa, but the real big problems aren't with like countries. They're with just like rebels. And I'm pretty sure this guy's like a religious fucker too. I think that is like there's an acronym, and I think one of the letters in the acronym for their organization is some religious term. So, in the name of religion, these fucking people are cutting off the nose and the ears and the lips and the hand. Chop, chop, chop. Can you fucking... No, this is fucking insanity, right? Why aren't we trying to solve that problem? Why aren't we trying to cure the fucking world of people who torture people like that? This, right? That's what I'd like to see our military doing, right? Actually fucking cleaning up the world, civilizing the world to where anybody can travel anywhere at any time without the need of a gun or security people. That's the fucking world I want to live in. The entire globe, peaceful, caring, empathetic, strong, healthy. These are what we need to focus on, okay? Not rich and powerful and... Yeah, because, yeah, we need to stop Kony. We need to stop that fool. This is going to sound crazy, but whatever. I almost want to think that if we had a way of like, okay, he's in this area with a lot of other people, and all those other people could be his victims. Would it be more humane just to kill every single person in that fucking area so we knew we got that fucking cancer, that Kony fucker and all his followers, sizzling, psst. But there's a lot of innocent people that get fried at the same time. That might be a horrible thing too. That's what fucked Cambodia and turned Cambodia into a whole entire nightmare during after the Vietnam War, So, we can't just do these scorched earth campaigns. Oh, they're in that spot. Fry them all. It has to be, and a lot of it is just improving people's lives. Right now, that fool gets all his fucking armies, or 98% or whatever percent, a huge percent, by just kidnapping children, right? And kids, after like whatever short amount of time of extreme, they beat them, they fucking starve them, they sleep deprive them, and then they're fucking psychopathic fucking soldiers. Wah! Yeah, we need to end this shit. We need to, and I'm a peace, all about peace, but here's the thing, right? We can't all just sit over here in our fucking beautiful little country with all our peace while there's shit like that happening. We're all connected. We're all in the same globe, okay? So that negative energy over there is spreading through the whole planet and making shit fucked for everybody around the entire planet. The whole planet has to be at peace for there to be peace. We can't just fucking... And this like... turning Central America upside down with coups and then wondering why all the people want to come here? Yeah. Like, we need to get the fuck out of the goddamn people's affairs in some places, but we need to get into their affairs in others, right? The whole entire gang problem of Central and South America was all created by our drug war policies, 100%. If we didn't ever have a drug war, then we would never have these fucking MS-13 guys, okay? So the drug war was a right-wing conspiracy to go after peaceful protesters, blacks, and Jews. Nixon said it right there. Go back farther for the cocaine and heroin, it was to go after the N-words and the Chinamans, okay? So it's all a racist agenda, and it's all turned the fucking world into a giant shithole. We have fucking gangs running Central America, we have fucking gangs running Africa, and meanwhile, all our fucking money goes to fucking lock up a bunch of fucking people that just wanted to party? Fucking, yeah. The drug war could have been the war on fucked up shit around the planet. Like the war on bad people, right? The Konys. But oh God, the shit is in my head. Seared in my fucking head for the rest of my goddamn life. And you know, I'm the type of person that I want to do something about it. I want to fucking grab that Kony guy by his fucking neck and fucking, well, you know, I don't know. Cut his lips off? Cut his ears off? Is that where it stops? Or put him in a jail? Put a bullet in his head? I mean, the fucker can't just be allowed to go have. Certain people have done so much fucked up shit, they don't get to fucking be around the rest of us. What do we do with them? Who kills them? Because that person that has to kill them, now we have to be around that person, and they feel entitled because they had to do the killing. Ugh! It's a never-ending fucking shithole spiral with this fucking war, evil, bad. Fuck, man! I wish our military was doing good shit like fucking taking out cocksuckers like this fucking Kony. I wish. Not, I mean, Syria, Iraq was a fucking nightmare as far as a dictator and all that shit goes, but that was a fucking pointless goddamn exercise. 100% pointless and quite detrimental to our overall safety in the world. Afghanistan, we could have actually won it and done it right and been done, and they could have been happy and fucking done, but we fucked up and went to Iraq and didn't do Afghanistan correctly, like we know how to do with the Marshall Plan. We know what fucking solves the problems. We know what puts people back on their feet because we've done it before. So instead of doing all that shit, we've just anything positive, we've just made more shitholes. I mean, I think we used to be able to go to fucking Iraq and visit like big museums and modern society, and women were equal and could vote. I mean, it was a multi-ethnic society. Yeah. And now it's a place where you can't go. You'll get fucking killed there. You'll get your lips cut off there, maybe. I don't know. Head chop. That's what they chop your head. Right? So now you go to Iraq, you can get your head chopped. You can go to fucking Africa and get your lips chopped. And then, you know, the South America, right? So we basically fucking pissed away all our fucking resources and clout, turning the Middle East into a bigger shithole when we could have gone places that were an actual shithole and fucking solved that problem. But we didn't. Now look where we're at. It's beyond fucked. And, you know, it's gonna take a long fucking time of a fucking majority of the world cooperating in peaceful operations against these fucking areas. And it's not just going in and destroying them, it's going in and building schools and hospitals around them, and power stations and clean water, and then providing security on those installations, and slowly but surely turning that area into a civilized area where people don't get their fucking lips chopped and heads chopped. Okay? We know how to do it. But, oh, no. We want endless war so we can just keep making those big fucking war dollars, baby. That's what the fucking problem is. We gotta fucking see this horrific shit so these fucking greedy cocksuckers can make their fucking war dollars. Fuck! You can still make your war dollars if we clean up the planet. It'll probably take as long as all you fucking greedy fucks are gonna be alive anyway. So can we just get on with it now? Can we just fucking clean up the goddamn and do good? And just do good? No more fucking waterboarding people. No more fucking torturing people, you fucking sick fucks. We are supposed to be above that. We're supposed to be the best in the world. We don't need to do that shit, you fucking sick fucks. I want the military to be a fucking proud institution of fucking goddamn ethical operations. So we can get rid of fucking lip choppers and head choppers across this fucking world. Make the entire world where anybody can fucking travel peacefully without a gun. Okay, military? That's your fucking objective. Secure the fucking world. Stop fucking around with fucking oil shit and fucking all these fucking games. It might be too late. We could have done it, but you stupid fuckers went into Iraq and you didn't fucking secure Afghanistan. Fuck. Now I gotta see this shit in my head because you fucking stupid motherfuckers. And I'm just gonna say it. These fuckers doing all this stupid shit with our military are Nazis. Peace.